Why? Oh my God. You're fast. Oh my days. Oh, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore, blood. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. Fuck this. 31 minutes in a semi-final of a fucking European competition. This is your only way to the Champions League. And you put out this performance. Look at this fucking shit, Zah! They're coming again!
Oh my God.
Oh my days! What is going on? What the fuck? When are people gonna open their eyes? When are you gonna open your eyes?
I cannot do this with this fucking team, honestly.
Look at this shit! Look at this! You're telling me, trust the process. Trust this and trust that. Suck your mother for a straw. I don't give a fuck.
Man United takeover is imminent. We're hearing the Qatari bid is the one that's taken over. It's the one that's going to be accepted, and it's the one that is going to go through. Hallelujah, man. We can't wait.
You're proving my point. No, you're proving your point. We're fucking 15th.
It's on the
We're 15th. We are 15th, sir. We are 15th. We are 5 points away from relegation. Yeah? We are closer to the bottom than the top, bro. We ain't winning Europa. There's no European football next year.
You're muted.
We are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. Intro loves to keep my mic muted now. We are back. Another news update today. You know what I'm saying? We've got some interesting news. And when are Arsenal not, when are Arsenal not at the helm of this news these days, man? We're trying to do a bit of Chelsea, a bit of Kudus, a bit of João Pedro in there, a bit of Mark Guehi, Quansah, and Mbeumo, and then the Madueke bomb decides to drop on us. You know what I'm saying? So we're you know what I'm saying? Mad hooks and that. You know what I'm saying? Mad hooker. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. You see it, bro. So listen, guys, make sure you smash the like button. Go subscribe to Wob Sports as well. Joey, how many subscribers you on?
Like 825 or something like that. We can get it to 900. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Well, we need to get you to 1K in it. It's just that to innit?
Yeah, for sure. That's before the transfer window opens. 1K is the goal.
Bro, like right now, realistically, you've been on this channel too many times to not be at 1K. It's just as simple as that. You know what I'm saying?
It would be really helpful. And it's not like I just do Chelsea content. Like we have a Liverpool fan that we do content with every single week. Like it's not just Chelsea content.
So like him. That's the one who's on there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my bro. So obviously you don't know what it is, man. But we've already got nearly 200 in here already from the jump. Shout out Carefree Lewis for the raid earlier. I know we didn't start when he raided because he raided a little bit earlier than the start time. But listen, shout out Carefree Lewis every day. You know what I'm saying? Raid gang. Big up my guy Lewis G as well. You know what I'm saying? Obviously big up Tommy T and T-Way. You know what I'm saying? Once you forgot to put party leaving on a free. I know, but bro, there's only so much stuff I can put in the title, fam. There's only so much stuff I can put in the title.
I feel like that's a big
loss.
That might hurt more than anything, any signing that you could potentially get.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
You might as well just make this an Arsenal talk show.
Yeah, I don't know, innit? Obviously, I've got to say my personal thanks to Ten Hag, but I'll wait for them to say my personal thanks to Ten Hag, innit? I have a lot of positive things to say about Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? What a guy.
Surely it's not about Quansah.
What a guy. You know what I'm saying? What a guy. You know,
surely it's not about Quansah. The way you were glazing. You were glazing Quansah.
I want the best for players that I think, Premier League winner, Carabao Cup winner. I want the best for him, But if it means getting ISAK, if it means getting the price down for Wirtz or whatever that money could go towards, getting someone else, it could be an Ekatike. If it means getting one of those, while Guehi's on the way in. If it means getting Guehi.
Monto, VVD's it's gonna be done soon. You've got VVQ. You have the next Van Dijk and you're willing to sell that. You called him VVQ.
Of course. Well, guess what? VVQ know what to do.
Oh, we don't know what to do.
Oh, he knew what to do. Oh, you think there wasn't a new one now? VVQ knew
my
what to do. You know what I'm saying?
What to do.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think VVQ's got a lot of potential. But listen, if it means bringing in a Mark Guehi, if it means bringing in someone else, and we're getting at least 40 mil, I don't mind it. It's all prof. And Ten Hag, Uncle Tenny. Hey, Uncle Tenny. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind it.
I find that
I don't mind it. And you can even
for glazing this brother.
Yeah, brother. I can still think a guy's good, and then get him for 40 million. This is why can't two things be true? Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. You didn't think of it that way. Sorry, of course. Apologies. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man. Listen, big up my Uncle Ten Hag. Obviously, Joey. I see the Kudus links as well. There's another bid for Mbeumo seems to have gone in. We saw that news today. And of course, Madueke, Arsenal are one of the teams interested in Madueke. And that's from the Telegraph. So
Matt Law.
That's Matt Law. That's Chelsea tier 1.
Tier 1.
You know what I'm saying? That's Matt Law. You know what I'm saying?
Let me quickly check what Kears said. I know whoever sent that in, Kears must have said something. I know he does. So
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Love Kears, thank you, Kears, thank you. By the way,
nah, bro, it can't be in it. It can't be.
It can't be.
Just have a look, bro. Have a look. You see what he said?
Mats, how do you say it? 50 million, love. 50 million, love.
50 million?
Love.
Hey, listen.
I swear to God, Montel, I promise you, if we spend,
that's what it's gonna be.
50 million,
spend
50 million on Duke, yeah.
You know he's gonna justify this signing. There's always something.
Corey, there's no justifying this signing. If we spend 50 million on Dookie, we're done. We are done.
Dookie.
Yeah, man. So listen.
We are done.
Listen, as everyone's flying in.
How's my transfer window?
Aaron, you see rumors. You see rumors. It's the Telegraph. It's the Telegraph. You know what I'm saying? It's tier 1.
Tier 1 Matt Law, bro.
Look. All in denial.
Aaron, this is it. These men just believe anything, innit?
Always believe anything.
Oh, okay.
Always believe it.
Tier 1 Matt Law, we're not even supposed to believe.
Hey, if the Telegraph said anything about Rodrigo, these men would be moving like it's gospel.
Yeah.
It would be fucking gospel.
It would be moving moons.
Not me, yeah.
They would be moving moons, bro.
I dare something linked with Arsenal come out, yeah, that's positive, and Matt Law saying it. I'm gonna say it's not tier 1. Like, I don't want to hear it. You do understand this now, because if you're not believing this,
dude, you can't. And to anything Chelsea related, Matt Law, tier 1.
Corey, just allow me in it. We all know what I think about Madueke, and if you don't know, I think the guy stinks. Yeah, I think he stinks. Like, cool, he has a couple games for Chelsea. He's a little bit flary. He can beat his man every now and then, but bro, it's just nowhere near the level of winning the league. Nowhere near. I wouldn't say, he streaks ahead of Martinelli, and that's what we. Unless he's coming in to be, and for 50 million, he can't be coming in to be backup. Yeah, he can't be coming in for backup at 50 M's. You can't be coming in for backup at 50.
That's the level in that case, no?
That can be the purchase if we've already got our striker, we've already got our left winger, we've already got in our midfielder, and we've already fixed everywhere else on the pitch. Then we start focusing on expensive backups. For now, I need an expensive starter left winger and an expensive starter striker. You understand?
Do you know what's killing me? I've just gone on YouTube right now. I've gone on YouTube right now. Yeah. Casey, I've gone on YouTube right now, and I see Northside's live. Yeah, Northside's live. Yeah, he's been live for about
1 second.
He's been live for about 30 minutes. Yeah, and I just pre this title, and his title might just be one of the funniest things. His title is Liverpool bid for ISAK while Arsenal monitor Madueke. His brother is losing his mind.
Montel.
His
It's
brother.
literally
No,
Montel.
we haven't bidded for Isak. We haven't bidded for Isak. But
I
the
know you
fact is,
haven't. I know you
but
haven't.
like the whole Liverpool interested in Isak while we monitor Madueke. This brother is flipping fuming. I can see it. I can see it the other time right now. Look at it right now. Yeah. And this is where like we look. I understand Arsenal fans pain right now. I understand where the pain's coming from. It's like man are trying to get this Gyökeres stuff is the stuff that needs to get over the line, and whether it be Sesko, man, and the strongest tier is Madueke. Like what? What? I can't. I'll be shadowboxing right now. I'll be shadowboxing. I can't lie. And by the way, you lot, I didn't set a like goal in it, but you lot, make sure you're smashing the like button. Obviously, we've just hit 19,500 subscribers, so thank you everyone for helping
close
us
to
get
20k.
there. So you lot, the five bills will be done within the next 2 weeks, in my opinion. So you lot, make sure you're subscribing. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep that going in it. Shout out everybody. You know, it's 270, nearly 3 bills in hit already. So I expect everyone to be hitting that thumbs up button on the way, man. You know what I'm saying? But
are we so surprised? Are we surprised? Are we surprised? Like, this is like anytime Chelsea want to get rid of a player, Arsenal are always in line to get that player.
Why is that? Why is that?
I just feel like this isn't something that we should be surprised about at this point. It's like if Chelsea's trying to get rid of a player, they think they could Captain Save-A-Ho him and bring him in and do
why do you man do that? Like, why do you do that?
Of course. Look, yeah.
There's nothing you can tell me.
Yeah, look, this brother's fuming. You can't hide this one. You can't hide your anguish at this one. Be angry.
Yeah, this is dead.
I'm angry. I'm angry in it. I'm angry.
You're bro. I have to
laugh because I have to laugh because my transfer window in my eyes before anything and before the news starts circulating and everything, I had in my mind, obviously ISAK was a distant shout, and I knew it would take a lot for ISAK to. So a lot would have to happen in it, but ISAK was obviously my main striker that I wanted. I wasn't even necessarily thinking too tough about a left winger, I'll be real. And now my window's turning out to I'm linked to Madueke. I'm not sure what striker I'm getting. Rodrigo's still up in the air. You know,
up in the air,
whilst Montel's broke the transfer record, cool for words. It's about time they've done something like that. So I can understand that one. Now they're saying they've opened. They haven't come from them sources, but it's been reported that they're openly willing to bust it again. Pause. If Isak even says raises an eyebrow, if he even looks our way, why is Arsenal's name not mentioned in that? Why are we not saying if Isak's available, I'm willing to bust?
Because he didn't come from Chelsea.
Bro, it's insane. It's insane.
It come from
problem. I don't have a problem.
If Isak came from Chelsea's academy, you'd be all over it.
Just like when any player for us.
Who would suit Isak more though, Arsenal or Liverpool?
Both. He's that good. Doesn't matter. Both,
bro.
No. Of course, they will suit both. But who would be the better fit? Like, who would be the better fit?
You're splitting hairs, cause in my opinion, you're splitting hairs.
I can't like. I do low key think it's Arsenal. I think it's Arsenal,
bro. I think it's both. I think he's good at getting on the end of things. Like he could just play that Darwin Núñez. He's better than Darwin Núñez at finishing. So he has the movement and he can finish. So he can just be running in on the end of things, or he can do the little majinky jink out wide. He can do the majinky jink in the middle.
No, it is like to have Isak and Salah next to each other. Jay Christ, like
that's the thing. Salah will just change his game. He's done it before. When Jota was beaten off, he changed his game to the
mad because it's like you look at Arsenal, like Saka and Isak. Those are two players that could be there for a very, very, very long time. Like they could literally dominate for time. But do I expect Arsenal to do such a thing? No, because like whenever you guys get the chance to capitalize and make the step, I don't know why, but you guys always fail to do it. It's weird. It's like you guys always. It's not even a falling short thing. It's just like from your club, just lack of ambition. Like, yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Mad.
I don't know what to call it because I'm sitting here, and you know, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be, you know, up for this, but I can't help but just see what's happening around me and not be vexed, bro. I will go into this season.
You see Man City do the mad thing. You're literally looking
Bro,
at Man City.
I will go into this season until you know that, and this is no dig at you, Corey. You know the glam thing. I'll just go into the season glam, bro. You just won't, yeah, yeah. Bro, that's how it'll be for the season.
What they say, I don't even care about booting. I don't really care that much.
If the signings aren't to the standard I expect and are required for this transfer window, so you're just gonna have a dull season from me, bro. You're just gonna see a dull season because the inevitable will happen. Someone will get sacked. This, that, or a big player will leave for stupid. Like that's the path we'll go down if this transfer window isn't done correctly. And on top of that, we've seen the start to the season we're about to have. So how the hell do you think buying Madueke is gonna help with that? It's killing me. It's killing me. It's literally killing me. Like, and it's too hot for that. I'm too hot to be getting vexed. So I'm not even gonna get vexed, Montel. You understand? If you was looking out for my health, you would have thought that too. But clearly you don't care.
Wait, what do you mean? You mean butter? You mean butter? What do you mean me?
Bro, you were saying get angry. I ain't getting angry, G. I got to keep my temperature as low. Like you get, I've got to keep my temperature as low as possible, bro. All that
because like I said, though, Corey, 50 million in 20s. Love, right? 50 million in 20s.
I can't lie, yeah.
50 million in 20s, but you'll get them in.
I'd be surprised. I'll be surprised if Arsenal don't even like attempt for ISAK. Like if he was truly available, if ISAK was truly available, willing to leave, like I'd be surprised if Arsenal are not even.
But you know what Newcastle are saying? But it's widely Newcastle are saying what we think ISAK's worth. None of you man are paying that money. And Liverpool, and that's what they're saying. They're saying, but then their CEO came out and said last year, every player. I don't know when he said it. He didn't say it that long ago. He's like, listen, we don't believe any player would come and put up the money that we believe ISAK, that we'll be willing to let him go for. But then he said every player has a price.
Bro,
he did say that.
If Works was 100 and what? Wait. If Works was 100 and what? 115? 16.
Well,
bro,
I guess
Works is 116. Right?
Yeah, so I'm looking at one. I'm looking at like 160.
I'll be real. 125 base that gets the job done. They're not turning that down. They can't spend on PSR. Do you know what that money does for Newcastle? No, hold on. Do you know what that money does for Newcastle? It allows them. It takes them. It frees them, and they have the richest owners in the Prem.
That's dangerous for the league, though, because now they can go and spend about 250 million.
Because that means them man can start doing. They can. How about this? I wouldn't be surprised if they went for Gyökeres, because I already figured it out for Newcastle. If Newcastle got rid of ISAK, whether that be to Arsenal, whether that be to Liverpool, whether that be to Real Madrid, if they got rid of ISAK, yeah, and they just went and bought Gyökeres and went and activated Kudus' buyout clause, who's complaining? What Magpies complaining?
Real, yeah, no buzz team, but I can't lie. Not a lot of people want to be living in Newcastle. I'll be real.
Not have you ever
no
been
buzz
to?
Huh? No. This is what I've been told. Like players don't want to go to Newcastle; they'd rather stay in London.
Brother, that doesn't. Brother, ISAK's not in London though, so it doesn't matter. Like guys like Gyökeres and that.
Months. Like, sorry, I shouldn't bring this comment up.
Go on,
Giovanni. This is dangerous because it could be their coup moment, but it could also be their Bell moment. Do you understand?
Yeah.
it really can go two ways because Liverpool
busting
Liverpool got it wrong the first time and right the second time. They sold Suarez for big P's, didn't reinvest it correctly. Then they got a gem in Coutinho, sold him for big P's, and then they got it right. So it's about like you understand. It could
also
be
the
their
fact
Coutinho
is they
moment.
have Eddie. It's not like they have a sporting director. It's just Eddie Howe there.
And
So it's
this
like-
is the thing, yeah.
But
this
I
is the
think
thing
Eddie
about-
Howe's sensible. So
here's my thing. Here was my thing in Newcastle. For me, for us to have a chance of getting ISAK, I've said it in my video. I dropped a video today. You got to go check that out. Yeah, I said they need to do what we've said to Salah and Van Dijk, and what Sir Alan Sugar should have done with Teddy Sheringham before he went to United, and what Arsene Wenger should have done with Fabregas. These men, they don't want to leave their clubs. Realistically, they're happy where they are, and all they want is for them. Yeah, all they want is for their clubs to show ambition and bring in players of their quality or better. That's what these men want, rather than having to make a move their family, go and you get it. Rather than do all of that, bro. As we said, Teddy Sheringham, he went to the top and said, "Bro, bring me players." Alan Sugar told him to fuck off. Do you think you are coming and making these claims? I run this thing. And then he said, cool, I'll go to a club that will. Say, Sir Alex, hey, United. Hello, man, you. And man just went to United. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what players do. I guarantee you right now, if Liverpool did not promise Salah and Van Dijk big money, a big war chest summer, they would have fucked off same way as Trent. Same way. Same way they would have cut. Salah would have gone Saudi. Virg probably would have gone Barca for like 40 mil because he's 33 now. Or like 30 mil or some shit. They would have put him on 400 bags. That's what would have happened. And we would have seen about 5 mil up front. That's what would have happened. I promise you that's what would have happened. You see what I'm saying? Now with ISAK, if you look at Newcastle, bro, look at Newcastle. They've got a banging midfield and they've got Gordon, but they need the right winger. In ISAK's head, that should have been Mbeumo. That should have been Mbeumo. That's what it should have been.
Yeah, but
So
I swear Newcastle are looking at like other wingers though.
No,
Huh?
they're
you say
looking at
Mbeumo,
bro.
but if a player wants to go somewhere else, they probably got wind of that. That's why their name's not even mentioned too tough because they're
I hear it. But Mbeumo
understand.
before any of that, Mbeumo was one of their number ones, bro. I hear that because if you look at the profile that Newcastle needed to complete their front six in terms of the 3 in midfield and the 3 in attack, and Mbeumo was the piece to the puzzle that I can't lie. I'm not trying to play them home or away. Home or away.
It would have been
and he's got that.
I'm not trying to play that home or away.
Bro. And Mbeumo's got that bully side to him as well. He would have just fit.
Yeah, they're all bullies and they're all teched off. Imagine not having all teched off bullies. We all know that Sunday league team in our league that had that, and we just couldn't be asked to play them on a Sunday morning, fam, where they're all blam and they're all cold. That's all dead. That's what playing Newcastle like. So my thing is that whoa. For East, if you're East, this is it, bro. This is it, and this is what I'm trying to tell people.
Yeah, that's what
and this is what I'm trying to tell people. If you're ISAK, yeah, what are you gonna want from Newcastle? To build the squad and to bring in guys that are gonna keep them. Let's wear the I was about to say, man.
Yeah, keep them in the Champions League, basically.
Yeah, keep them in and around the argument. You know what I'm saying? Keep them there in the conversation. Newcastle have these owners because they no longer want to be a selling club. They don't want to be a selling club anymore. You know what I'm saying? So looking at that, Casey, that's the reason why I don't think ISAK. I think ISAK is it's a difficult situation to price him out of Newcastle. But if the money's, every player has a price, and if Newcastle, the longer the window goes on, if they don't see a Kudos,
how do you guys even know you have the money for this?
Reports.
Don't worry, Montel. Don't worry, Corey, forget that.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't know about the big business. Oh, you don't know about big business.
Wait.
You realize PSR doesn't affect me unless I spend 500.
Yeah, because we're cutting big checks down here. Don't worry about that.
No, but like, bro, I'm looking at your club now.
Corey, think about this too, though.
I've seen your club spend bread. I've seen your club.
Think about this too, just for a second, right? Just think about this. At him selling Quansah for 40 million, with it being pure profit, is like closer to like 60 or 70 on PSR.
Yeah, I hear
so
that.
they have other pieces like Elliott that's also going to be sold, and they haven't spent anything over the last year.
that's cool. But I've always watched your club. You guys have sold enough people for ages and made God knows amount of money. I'll be honest, this is the first time I'm seeing you guys spend big boy bread. But do you think they will do it two times in the same thing?
Well, again, Corey, I say this
I
again.
don't know about that.
Every 4 years, we charge up that planetary Kamehameha. Every 4 5 years. We remember Van Dijk 75 million, Alisson 68 million. That's in the space of 6 months.
And back then, that was like 100 million.
We're forgetting about Shaqiri. Keita came in that window, even though we spent the money the window before that. And who was the other one who came in? Fabinho, fam. I'm just thinking to myself, like, that's over 200 M's in one window. So, no, like, Corey, but this is what I mean.
I know you can't even believe that.
We're not on every window team. As I said, we'll do it every 5 years. We'll just charge. Like I'm telling you, we charged up that works thing for like 3 years, bro. Actually, we charged that shit up for time. Just charging it up. Charging it up. Now, I guarantee you, if ISAK was to be a thing, Corey, we're not spending any money until 2030.
Yeah.
You'll catch us doing the odd 30 million signing, the odd 50 million signing, depending on who we let go. But realistically, that Quansah signing is all prof. That's why I said Ten Hag, love. I said love Ten Hag. Because if Harvey Elliott goes for that money...
Man gave United, well, allowed Liverpool to score 7. Then he says, you know what? I'm gonna take that VV. Who you got? That's pure profit there. That stinks. VV. I'll take that.
He said pure prof. He said pure prof. He said this one. He said pure prof. It's pure prof. So again, and what that does is remember PSR splits into three payments. So let's say the 120 that works is splits into 3 years. So he's just freed us from any PSR. We can spend like 500 and not be affected anyway. But he's just helped us even more. Man sunk you lot to the depths of the ocean and helped us. I couldn't help I couldn't thank Ten Hag anymore.
Maybe that Dutch league, maybe him and Arnie Slot done. You know the behind closed doors before they got their jobs. You know it was the top.
How about this? I'll get you the Leverkusen job because that Man United job's no good. I'll get you the Leverkusen job. Do you know what
to definite each other up, like definite.
How about this? We'll even fake a 7-0. We'll fake a 7-0.
Yeah, you know what's the top. You know what's? How are we gonna make this believable? We have to do something big. We gotta do something big, bro. Something that ain't been done.
We gotta do something. We gotta do something record breaking. Record breaking. That's what I'm thinking. But this is what I mean when I say I hear Arsenal fans frustration because they're seeing Man City go Turkey. Randers, ain't Nori, fucking slow the fuck down. Marmoush in January, Nico Gonzalez, 60 mil, don't even use him. Kushner, 50 mil, don't even use him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Manager see a man holding up the shirt every flipping.
We saw Vitor Reis for the first time ever.
I forgot about Vitor. I even forgot.
We saw Vitor Reis for the first time ever.
Bro, they went and got 9 pounds. They went and signed one of the hottest talents, the hottest Norwegian talents outside. Brother, like, you know what I'm saying? So that happened.
That season, Liverpool last season, hurt, innit? Pep probably went in that office, and said, I need to prepare better. I've got to prepare better.
Do you know what I'm saying? We've seen, we've now looked at Liverpool trying to make moves. Broken a record already. We've already spent pretty much. How much? We already spent 150 million on.
Lock off that super chat, man. Lock it off.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Kamal. He says Madueke have a Saka potential Arsenal line.
Kamal.
You know what I'm saying? And then now, let's be honest. Like I think the longer we leave Chelsea, they might just fuck around and do something. When have Chelsea not fuck around and done something? This is what they are.
Garnacho's available.
Casey, dare I say it? Casey, dare I say it? You've just watched Man United.
We had like 3 other options.
Casey, dare I say it?
And I heard today. Listen, by the way, I heard today the only thing we're offering is a loan with the same obligation that Jadon Sancho had. So we'll give you back for 5 million next year too.
Don't worry about that, man.
It's all right.
Casey, dare I say it? Casey, hold on, course. Casey, dare I say it? You even watch Corey go and get Kun.
Stay looking up. Remember,
and now Mbeumo. You've just watched Corey. You've watched City. You've watched Liverpool.
Chelsea. Why are you saying Mbeumo? It's not.
No, I said possibly Mbeumo. So if Man United go and get them two, well, they got one of them. If Man United get them two, or even if they don't get Mbeumo when they get a striker, how can, like, bro, let's just say this. If you, man, got Mbeumo and Cunha, I'll be looking at Arsenal thinking, it's intent. That's what it's a start. It's a start.
They're
like,
two players.
They're going towards the right things, right?
It's a start.
This is why I bigged it up. I said they're two players that none of us, as in all four of us, would turn our noses up at. Cool, maybe Liverpool for different reasons on them.
Nah, not me.
Cunha,
I'm Cunha.
And even then, you're taking Mbeumo and fitting him in. You're fitting him in.
Whether they're starting or not starting, they're in my squad.
They're in the squad. So, like, you understand? Like, he could have. They're good players, so I can't knock that. But I just need my club to do the same. I'm not. It would be stupid of me to think that Chelsea, Liverpool, the likes of City, and everyone else, after the seasons they've all had, including yourself, in winning it, are just not going to follow up with trying to make something happen. City, you've seen what they've done. January, they panicked and bought better players because they thought that would save it, and they just about made it. You know what I mean? Then you have Villa, who are going to feel hard done by and have to get out of this hole. Chelsea, who managed to make it to the champs, they're going to need to keep up to maintain that, because now that they're there, they can't fall back out. You know what I mean? Tottenham, you backdoor entrance to the champs. Now they're thinking we got the express ticket. We got to kind of stay there. They've gone with intent. Thomas Frank, I think, is a good manager. You know what I mean? So everyone's making moves.
Obviously, Casey, one thing I'll say for you, that it's not a marathon. It's not a sprint.
But Montel, I'm hearing hella monitoring, surveying.
Yeah. I hear it. Advanced UAV, and that. I hear it. We say Casey, orbital VSAT, Blackbird.
Yeah, with Blackbird, this player, you know what I mean, Montel? Flipping hell, like, bro, what else are we doing? It's insane. It's insane.
So cool. Let's say this. If you was to get Madueke for 35 million as a backup to Saka,
as I said,
how do you feel about that?
I don't mind that, providing I've bought my number one striker and my number one left winger. Then Montel, backups to Saka, it's cool. I'm cool with that. But I don't want to hear we've spent that 35 there, so we now have 15 less in negotiation.
And does that affect the Ethan Nwaneri potential in terms of because
that confirms that he's going to be a 10. That he's going to basically, him and Odegaard are going to play that role. That's what that confirms to me. If we,
I can't lie, that puts him in awful danger. That puts him in awful danger of a potential loan move next year, and then we just don't hear from him again. I think he's so good, but bro, Casey, this shit can happen, bro. This shit can happen.
I don't see how,
because Odegaard's your captain, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then Montel, Odegaard being, you already know my thoughts. I've wanted to have a discussion about that.
No, but we hear that. That's not what's realistic right now, right?
Yeah.
Like now, we're talking about.
But regardless of his performances, he's gonna play.
Yeah.
It's not really about whether he performs or not. Odegaard starts. He's one of the first names on the team sheet, whether man in black or not. Like whether he performs, we're not even gonna have that conversation today whether he performs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they're gonna loan out.
Start once.
Yeah. I'm not saying they're gonna loan out Nwaneri this window. I'm just saying if Odegaard has a great season or goes back to what we kind of know him to be, that's just less and less minutes if he was to bring a Madueke in. And how much more do you rate Madueke than Ethan?
I don't. I don't rate.
That's another question.
I don't rate him. But this is what the club's linked to. This is why there's no getting behind that pause. I'm not on it. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no you know what I mean? It's just, if that's what they've decided to do, then the rest has to be in place. Has to. It would really, really be like the fan base, mental. If I'm, and you know me, I try to make the best out of a bad situation, but there's to be certain fans out there, mental, that would just not have it, bro. And it would just be a toxic start to the already tough season we're about to go into. Because let's not forget, he's under immense pressure, bro. Immense pressure. Everyone.
Question for you though. Question for you. Like this whole process that you guys are in right now of looking for a winger right now, right? Like that's kind of what this is, right? Like you're technically trying to look for a winger, right? Like, that's the whole idea behind it, right? Because obviously with Rodrigo and all this other, like that was the main option that was being reported and all that other good jazz, right? If Rodrigo doesn't go, then where do you go? I guess is the question. Because it's not like the left wing market is great, right? Like that's what Chelsea's dealing with. That's why Gittins and Garnacho and these players are all being linked.
Garnacho. What are you saying?
Boy, less, bro, less.
So after like that top name, right? Those top names are like off the board. If like Leao decides to stay and Rodrigo decides to stay. Like there's not.
Then you see how everyone has a price. Maybe we got to test the Newcastle for a Gordon. We got to test.
Yeah, but
we got to
here's
test.
like you're not willing to spend. You're not willing to spend.
Why?
Right, you're not willing to spend 68 million on Sesko. So like, what makes it seem like you can actually do that?
This is the problem. The club's gonna have. I'm not in a position. What I'm not about to do is say to these man, oh, I'm gonna give excuses like, 68 may be a bit too much. I don't really care what it costs. I don't care if we spend 85 million on Sesko and 85 million on the left winger.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you another question. Let me ask you another question. Would you sell Ethan Nwaneri to fund getting Rodrigo?
No.
Because, but I'm only asking that, right? Listen, I'm only asking that.
For the greater good, G. For the greater good.
I'm only asking this, right? Because look what Mott's is doing. They're taking their pieces that are academy players and they're selling them. And being able to fund it.
Keller, all right, cool. Kelleher.
Fund the job. Kelleher. Now,
this is not
Kelleher, Quansah, and Elliott would be able to fund that deal.
How old are these?
You see where I'm going?
Early 20s.
There you go. Playd's not even 20. What are we doing here?
But
let's not act like Played E. Ethan Nwaneri is a top talent. Like top.
That's it.
Talent.
That's why.
Do you want to hear my honest opinion with Ethan? I don't know if he reaches his potential while Saka exists at Arsenal Football Club.
I don't know if he reaches
being played as a right 8/cam. I don't really know. Like, I'm not saying he needs to go to a shit club, but if Ethan is playing week in, week out, we are going to see a demon on that right wing. A demon.
Agreed.
I said, me personally, when Harvey Elliott was coming through, I was saying the same thing. Harvey Elliott could never touch the ceiling he's supposed to touch while Salah exists, bro. He can't.
The best I'll do, I'll just loan him out. Like, there's no way in hell I'm selling Play-D. There's not a chance.
And if you loan him, it has to be
here's the thing. Just like you, Corey, right? Just like you need to sell pieces to allow yourself to get the type of pieces that you want, right? You need to sell academy products, right? And that's why, like, the Kobe Mainu situation comes up all the time, right? Of like, oh, are we going to sell them? Are we not? Because if you sold them,
we'll sell Garnacho.
No, I get you. No, but you have other pieces, right? Like, I don't know of Arsenal's other pieces that they could sell. Like, their two golden standards are Miles Lewis-Skelly and Ethan. And Ethan's the one that doesn't get as much game time as Miles Lewis-Skelly. So I just used him as the example, right? Like, if I'm using examples for you, you have Marcus Rashford, you have Garnacho, you have Kobe Mainu. Those are the three that you could sell and fund something to make something else. With Arsenal specifically, I speak about the two youth players that they came up from their academy. Those two, if you wanted to, right, you could take an Ethan sale and turn it into spending another 100+ million on another player. Because right now they're not even willing to spend 70 on Sesko, right? Like, that's like the whole thing. They're not willing to put 70 up on Sesko. So like that's where my head is at.
I don't think they don't have the money. Like with Arsenal, I think Arsenal always have bread, but like they're quite stingy with it. So they want like reassurances.
I don't know,
guarantees, bro. More like
I don't know.
That's why they spent so
they
much
don't
money
structure their deals as much as they started structuring their deals recently, like over like the last window. They started structuring their deals where their payments are a lot more like spread out. It used to be they used to do a lot of upfront payments and only like 1 or 2 payments after that. So like this is like I don't know. I don't know if they are going to spend big boy money like that. Like they got to show that they're willing to spend big boy money because they have 2 strikers in front of them and neither of them they're willing to put up front the type of money that is.
By the way, I do think they get Sesko though. I do think Arsenal get Sesko.
I don't know.
But at the same time, I'm just thinking to myself, like you definitely got to address that left wing situation, and when you look at it, like I can't lie, the left wing situation, like there isn't a lot of like top tier, like game changing left wingers out there right now. Like I would personally, that's like.
But if it's true, right? If it's true that Rodrigo is available for 90 million, right? And that's the player they love, and they all agree upon this player, then why aren't they going and meeting the valuation?
Because
you see where I'm going with this?
I think
they literally spoke. They came out and said they love this player. They love this player. That's what they said. Those were the words. Love this player. And they decide the valuation is set. Why haven't they come out and said that they're going to meet the valuation?
Because I feel like the fans, yeah, and it's good that the press are all coming out saying that, oh, Arsenal love it, yeah, cool. But I don't think like the owners, the people that actually run the club, I don't think they're sitting there thinking, we love this guy, we're willing to pay 90 M's. I don't think they're sitting there thinking that. Because Arsenal rarely do spend the big 90 M's. Like they don't really do that. They'll spend 30, 40 a few times and it will rack up.
I don't know. But I think when Arsenal really identify someone, they put the money up to do it. It's just who they've been identified. It's been a bit funny.
This is what I'm saying. I don't think the owners have identified him to say, yeah, I'm going to pay 90 M's for that. Because if they did, I'm pretty sure they would put the money down. But I just don't think they've identified him and said he's worth 90 M's.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see, really. Like, it'd be just a statement of intent, I guess, is the way that I see it, right? Like, show that you're willing to put that money down on Rodrigo. Show your intent towards trying to get him, and you might be able to have the conversation to be able to get it done. Like, that's the way I see it. But
we'll have to see. Guys, before we just get on to the next topic, make sure we smash the like button as well. We've got 410 watching right now. We're on 148 likes, so let's get that up to 200 likes.
I was talking about Rodrigo.
You know what I'm saying? We'll smash. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Big up Chills, Jaden, Guardian Galaxy, you know what I'm saying? Abdimus Prime as well. You know what I'm saying? Fats in the house as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal doing some reckless signing. Shout out Fats, good to see you as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Marcus in the house as well. Everyone's around, man. Sakura Sims in the house as well. KJ, LFC, Arsenal.
Bradley.
Come on, so many. I missed the link, man. Big up my broski as well, man. So listen, let's obviously push over to Quansah out and possibly Guehi in as the replacement. We won't spend too long on this one, obviously, because I'm seeing some stuff about Kudus and Chelsea, so we'll make sure to get that in there as well. So obviously, Quansah has been verbally agreed. Ten Hag, my boy, and obviously Guehi's the one that's been mentioned today in the Liverpool news of things. I'm not gonna lie, Guehi don't really move. I think I said, is it Joey said, I don't know, Guehi don't really move me like that. I can't lie, man. Like, obviously he's better than Quansah, but like Quansah's our 4th choice centre back and he's 20. Like Guehi's a big Ross Clark man, and he's England's starting centre back. Like, I hear it. Does Guehi move any of you guys? Not like, and yeah, I always thought Anderson.
I think he's an upgrade to some of the center backs we have.
He's bro. He's better than Gomez because Gomez has had too many injuries now. I don't know if his kneecaps can take it anymore. Gomez has had way too many. Joe Gomez, who I've always thought is a decent centre back, staff right back.
I mean, he might be the best third center back in the world if you get him at third.
You think Guehi? Wait, is Guehi available?
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you told me, Mons, that your center backs that you had the capability of rotating because he does play left and right, like if you is Van Dijk, Konate, and Guehi as like the rotation, it actually makes it actually.
So ideally, he'd go in rotation. Ideally, he'd go in rotation with our centre backs because he's not better than Konate, he's not better than Van Dijk. So he'd be
exactly. That's what it would be though, because that's what you need is a quality rotational piece. So if one of these gets hurt, one of these guys gets hurt, you're not worried
but this Guehi stuff kind of does have. Well, it seems like it has legs to it because Fabrizio said that Diamonde and Sporting Lisbon and Crystal Palace are all having conversations.
I also don't count us out.
I would have said Diamonde over Guehi.
Mons, just don't count us out on that deal because we have a sell-on clause on that deal. So like they're gonna ask for 50 still. Like even if
they're probably no. Guehi ain't coming cheap again. He's 24, 25. Guehi ain't coming cheap. You know what I'm saying?
So how are you gonna do that and get ISAK at the same time?
What do you mean?
You said Guehi.
We're not selling. Or Darwin Núñez isn't leaving the club.
We
didn't get money for
Liverpool stuff, so I don't know.
Oh yes.
Yeah, what's happening with Darwin Núñez? Can you educate us?
Darwin Núñez.
No, I know, but like I know he's gone, but like what type of
Napoli?
Is it Saudi or is it Napoli?
He has Saudi offers, and Napoli's the European offer that he's had. And,
does he want? Because obviously you'd get more from Saudi, right? Like it wouldn't be.
Atletico have an interest in him, but that one's a bit less.
I heard Atletico's going for this Brazilian striker too.
Yeah, and also I think because they have Alvarez, it's like they're gonna buy him. But I think Darwin would suit Atletico to a T, bro. Crazy, crackhead energy, brute. He's a brute. Like I think he'd suit Atletico down to a T.
I don't know if he's better than the brute that they have. I mean, I don't know if he's better than the brute that they have.
Oh no, Newcastle. Oh no, they'd smoke the higher ups, bro. You know that their ultras would smoke the higher ups.
It'd actually be mayhem.
If Newcastle went and got
doing some bread. No.
If they were, in fact, could you imagine a world where it was a swap deal where Núñez outscored ISAK?
Nah.
Could you? Could you guys imagine
I'll be looking at you, man, sideways. I can't lie.
I'll be looking at myself sideways. I'll be looking at myself saying, "What the fuck's just happened? What's just happened?" If this guy bagged like, let's say Núñez bagged 23 goals and ISAK bagged like 12. Like ISAK got injured or something, he bagged like 12 goals. He got injured most of the season. He bagged 12 goals. I couldn't even. I don't even know what.
Another question: is there any movement on Diaz to Saudi?
That one's the one where it's like no one really knows. Diaz come out and said himself he's just kind of happy to do whatever. Like that. I mean, as in that means if we sell him, he's fine with it. If he sees out his contract, he's fine with it. He literally come out and said it's normal to talk to other clubs when you're coming to the end of your contract. But he said if the club want to sell me, they can sell me. They don't want to sell me, I'm happy to stay. He's just on a Diaz on 50 bags, you know. Get that brother some money.
Yeah, no, that's
get that brother.
He deserves some money,
brother. 50 bags at Liverpool as a Premier League.
Nah, he deserves some money, bro.
There's brothers that don't play that probably get double his shit. Ox was on 100 and something. Ox was on mad money when he weren't playing. Ox was on big boy P's, bro. Guys like that. Like that weren't playing much towards the end of their Liverpool career. 50k base is insanity for Liverpool Football Club, innit? So if Diaz does move, bro, go get your money, bro, Bedrin. Oh, yeah, but bro, Ox was on 100. Bro, Chiesa's on 150 bags.
Yeah, I would want more too.
What?
I want more too.
Chiesa's on 150 bags, and Diaz is earning a third of his money. Yeah, stuff like that would have me crashing out still. Diaz he's just a good guy, fam. He's just a good guy. He's just a great individual. He's just a great and humble guy, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I said no wonder Chiesa was smiling all year. In my thing, I've never seen that guy angry, you know.
You should
I've never seen Chiesa angry in my life. This brother just smiling all the time.
I'm told we're not 150 bags for doing niche.
Just always smiling.
Literally doing niche, bro.
For training, bro. Showing up to training. That's all you gotta
training
do.
on time. And you know what I'm saying, wearing the merch. That's it, bro.
Bro, when he was holding the prem, he didn't like man were pushing him to the crowd to lift the prem. He's like, should I? No, just lift the prem, man. Bro, he's living life, bro. Man's getting paid at that, bro. I'd do that. Get paid 150 just to watch the games from courtside.
Yeah,
in the dugout.
And occasionally come on.
Occasionally, yeah. Get some minutes. Come on and wave the crowd and that. Wave the crowd and get a medal.
Clap at the end.
Clap at the end, yeah. Walking around the side of the pitch and
give someone your top feel important. Someone screaming and shouting.
Yeah.
The shameless thing. What's so shameless?
Bro,
nothing but seat sweat. Nothing but seat sweat on that top.
Wait, seat sweat is killing me. But no, me, Guehi don't really move me in it. Like as I said, like don't get me wrong, he's more Premier League proven than someone like Diamonde. But Diamonde to Palace really surprised me in it because I feel like Diamonde is someone that like United.
I feel like that's going to be pretty expensive too. Like that's going to be like 50, 60 million in itself.
But Guehi's in his last year of his contract, by the way.
No, I'm talking about Diamonde. Like Diamonde is going to cost like around that. He's one of like the top young center backs in the world right now, bro.
How old is Diamonde, guys? How old is he?
He's 20
How old is Diamonde?
or 21.
Is he 20?
Yeah.
20.
He's either 20 or 21. Yeah, he's been 60 million. That's what I'm saying, Sky. He's going to cost about 60 million.
Wait, ain't he been around for like 2-3 years?
He's been playing for a while.
So he's been playing first team ball since 19.
Yeah.
Raw.
He's 21.
I hear it still. He's a baller. Say less. But obviously, what do you man rate Guehi in that? I don't know, man.
I think I rate Guehi.
I think he'd be better than some of the center backs we have right now.
Don't hold your breath in it. It's just one of those.
Do you know what it is for me? He plays in the back three for Palace.
But he plays in the back two for him.
He was playing in the back three for England. What can he just go in the back two for Liverpool as a third choice and no one's complaining? I don't know.
And he was in a back two in England. He played in a bunch of back two. You guys played.
Yeah, I'm not saying he never played in a back two for England, but majority of Southgate's thing was the back three. That you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. He don't really move the needle, but it does. I don't say it stinks.
No.
I like Guehi in it, but
I mean, for that price, right? That's like for about 50 million. That's about what the level of player you're getting.
Bro, the price 50 million doesn't even 50 million doesn't bother me. Like it don't bother me. But I don't know. For me, yeah, I don't know, innit? I don't know. But we'll move on from the Liverpool segment. Kudus and Chelsea. More conversations have been held. What Chelsea? If Chelsea give Arsenal Madueke and they go and get Kudus, bro. If I was an Arsenal fan, you'd have to fight me today, innit?
Forget it.
I'll start breaking shit. I'll start breaking shit still.
Square up, bro. Nah, bro. This is like my number one player.
This is I'll be like
this is like my number one player. Like if I were to pick like a winger right now that I want, even though like he isn't the greatest at left wing, I prefer him at right wing, but I prefer Neto at left wing. So like ends up working out that way in my opinion.
Do you man? By the way, do you man see Neto as a fraud? Is Neto a fraud, or are you gonna give him another year? Give him another year, kind of thing.
No, you got to give him another year. Like you have to.
I can't lie. The Neto.
He had some really important goals for us this year, bro.
Neto had Liverpool fans twerking for him. He had Arsenal fans twerking for him.
Yeah.
He had Tottenham fans twerking for him.
You got to give him another year, bro. Especially like, bro. Like I said, he had some really fucking.
How much did he cost?
62 million.
50 or 60 million.
62 million.
Let me see. I don't know actually.
Squabble up. Squabble up.
That's okay.
Squabble up.
We sell really well, so none of this really matters in my opinion.
Oh really?
Squabble up.
Yeah, you'll just buy him. You'll just buy him. Don't speak to me. You'll just buy him.
Man just said you man will buy him.
You'll just buy him. Don't speak to me. Like why? Like
I probably would.
Just buy him. That's like that. That's the train.
Would.
Remember that. Just remember how that works.
Wait,
we don't like them.
Fine.
You take them from us.
That's fine.
That's
60
how it works.
for you, 20 for me.
You just buy him. It don't matter. You know what?
You know, like don't talk about. Don't talk like that if you don't know how we move. If you don't know how we move, we sell players. We don't have a problem selling players. That's simple.
I can't lie. Neto,
it's really that simple, bro.
It's about selling.
I can't lie. You would slap. I'll be real. You would slap.
Hey, we accomplished the same thing this year, and I got a trophy. It is what it is.
Corey, you're just falling for the propaganda, though, bro. Falling for the
propaganda.
Bro,
think about this, though, Monzo, on a real life. You actually think about it.
You're falling for the propagandas, G. Propaganda. There are other places to shop other than Chelsea Football Club, fam.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, of course, there is, but I'm saying, like, on the Arsenal thing, because that's what they do. If they went and caught Neto, like, that would be a good signing. That would be their first.
So why would we sell them at this current moment then? So I don't want to sell them. People are talking about costs, but we always sell really well. In the end, we end up getting majority of our money back, if not the full amount. Oh,
it's true.
I can sit here and say I don't really care about the cost because we normally do sell pretty well. Period.
But I'll say this from now, innit? Chelsea need more game changers. I said this on Never a Foul, and Ches somehow seemed to tell me that it was the profiles that were. I don't know how Ches didn't agree directly.
Is Kudus a game changer?
Yes.
Yes,
he is. I can't lie. For me, Kudus just reminds me of that Sadio Mane before he joined Liverpool, bro. I think Sadio Mane was a bit better, but you also got to remember Southampton was better than that West Ham team.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying someone that's just a bit raw that needs taming?
Yeah, he just needs.
I just think he needs better players around him.
Hot take. I think West Ham's front three is better than a couple top six front threes. I'll keep it a buck.
It just don't click.
They just don't have a striker.
I think
going Kudus and him
with Antonio out, they didn't have a striker all year though. That was the problem.
I think, bro, Paqueta, Kudus, and Bowen is cold. It's just that sometimes a striker gets dashed in there. Paqueta had the thing that happened. Like Man City is gonna go Man City. Sometimes he goes mid. Sometimes he goes false nine. Brother, that front three is better than a couple man in the top six. I'm not gonna talk too much on names in it, but that could, bro. How about this? If certain man's front three was Bowen, Paqueta, and Kudus,
so with the way that I think,
Corey, if that was your front three, would you be complaining?
With Kudus,
no,
I think it would be.
I wouldn't want Bowen to play up top.
It would be Neto. It would be Neto on the left.
Paqueta.
The lap.
No. Paqueta would play false nine, or he'd play Cam, and you'd have a striker, and you'd be a front four. Like them three are. It's just West Ham's team ain't balanced. Like the rest of the team is just below mid, and wherever. Like,
the
rest of the
because they brought in who did they bring in? The Southampton midfielder.
Who?
What's his name? Ward-Prowse. They brought in Ward-Prowse, and they had Souček there as well,
and Wan-Bissaka.
Like that's just meaty. So
but West Ham aren't a team that's supposed to be up there anyway. But the point is that I look at Sadio.
European winners.
Sadio Mane was doing things at Southampton that was making you go, oh, like he was just doing shit. When he got that 4-minute hattie, I was just like, oh, I can't lie. And then you kind of look at it now and you look at Kudus, and Kudus this season you could say was underwhelming, but like man,
bro, them were just
about how good of his
I wanted Kudus to replace to be the Mo Salah, successor. That's how high I rate him.
Bro, but I can't like West Ham were.
I'm not saying that Kudus plays like Mane. I'm not saying Kudus plays like Mane. It's a bit different to Mane. But like I'm saying, it reminds me of the type of where the player was before they made the move. Surround them by better players, and I think they can get to that ceiling. That's
Agreed.
what I
Agreed.
Yeah,
I
I'm saying
100%
that.
agree.
Look,
I
think
think
about this,
also
man.
it fits Nico Jackson a little bit better. Like if we are going to keep Nico Jackson, Nico feeding a inside forward who can score is just going to end up being good
keeping
for
Nico
him.
Jackson. Why would you do that?
I mean, that's what it looks like is going to happen.
I thought. What's up? What?
Yeah, that's what it looks like is
What's
going to happen right now. As of right now, it doesn't look like we're buying another striker.
what?
I thought Jackson was for sale the last time we spoke.
He is 100%.
What?
That doesn't mean he's going to not be here.
We'll be there.
Yeah,
we'll be there.
Well, you don't get to say that because you didn't want to put no money up. So Mons can say we will be here.
Listen,
I'm actually
don't
paying
talk
it.
about the money.
You don't want to put some money, no money up on no bets. We are. Back to it. Hey, don't be surprised if you are the one who buys them.
For sale this summer, last summer.
I ain't saying nothing, fam.
What is that, man?
Listen,
And Marcus,
we'll
for me
see what happens.
For me to answer your question, I would like to see the entire window. That's what for all teams. That's how I like. I'm not gonna all of a sudden say I'm in a title race when I don't even know what the rest of my window is gonna look like.
We'll see what happens if
draw me in.
Put a yes or a no in the chat if you think that Kudus does end up going to Chelsea. We'll see where he does go. You know what I'm saying? Mbeumo, new bid from Manchester United. Reportedly, is a new bid. It's in excess of 60 million, so the package is above 60 million. I remember, obviously, there was obviously news. I remember the old Spurs bid was set. Remember that report that came out that Spurs had bidded 70 million, so that was above. That's like well above the asking price, to be fair. Now, does this bid get accepted? Does this bid get accepted?
How about this? Yeah, when we send in a bid, yeah, like the second time, especially, like because the first time it was only like 5 million short of evaluation, so I'm pretty sure the next one's gonna hit the target. So if this bid has been sent in, they're probably gonna accept it. But my issue isn't with the bid being accepted or not, because I already knew Mbeumo was coming to my club. You know, I stood firm. You guys told me not to be, like I was like this before the Tottenham final. You remember what you guys said to me? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You guys said that to me. But I told you, fool me once. I told you, fool me once.
Right. And
it wouldn't happen again. So, you know, I don't even feel the need to speak with you about this personally. Like, I don't want to speak to you about this, or even Casey,
so because Ethan's not here.
I just need to bring the culprit in. I need the culprit in, and then we can have the conversation. Because as of now, I have no beef with you lot. How about this? You guys already knew. Maybe Montel, a bit on the edge, but you already knew he was coming to my club. You already knew that. Deep down,
no, not really, because Spurs. There was obviously the reports that came out. That Spurs.
It's all great and all, but the player, has told
player wants me.
Listen, how many times she said no, brother? She said no.
Listen, she said no.
She said no. Okay, she said no. Leave her alone. Okay, just leave her alone, please. Yeah, I warned. I warned you, but you didn't want to listen. So I don't even need to speak about Mbeumo right now. I just need to bring the culprit, and then we'll have the conversation.
I hear it. What I'd say is that even though Ethan's not here, do you feel like Tottenham's chances are just completely diminished?
Or they were never there to begin with.
They weren't. They always gonna try.
There to begin with. I keep saying.
So you're saying Thomas Frank coming in done nothing for them with Mbeumo. It definitely could have.
No, it didn't. Unfortunately, it didn't. It may on paper it may look like it, but I don't think it ever did. I don't think it ever did, because I'm pretty sure, like, as you know, as fans, we're behind. We're behind the real news, like weeks and months. We're all behind. Yeah, whenever we get news, like. The club knew this ages ago. They've just decided to promote it there and then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this Thomas Frank, Tottenham, and Mbeumo leaving. Like, do you not think Mbeumo knew this? Or do you think it just came as a shock? That he's like, oh my God, like, Thomas Frank's going Tottenham. This is mad. Like, it didn't come to a shock to him. He probably already knew this. With being in and around the club. So, of course, he's told, you know, of course, Thomas Frank's probably asked him, I'm going Tottenham. Like, what do you think? Do you want to come with me? And he said, no, I want to go Man United. That's just exactly what's happened.
I said, nah, less of that.
That's it. He just like, no, I don't want it. Like this, no, next. Do you get it? That's what's happened. I'm tired. I'm tired of explaining myself. This is just dead. It's boring at this point.
Okay, but of course, obviously, you know, when Ethan does get here, is it done? Is it done?
When me and Ethan have that chat, yeah, I told you I'm working on the editing skills. I'm doing the little montage. I got the receipts. I got his little weirdo friends as well, just talking nonsense. I got them all. Shame on them. I pity them. They thought that the Europa League was gonna, you know, like look. What's their owner's name? Daniel Levy came up. We want to win the Premier the Champs. Excuse me. Excuse me. Put that in the bag. Yeah, put it in the bag. All right. Oh, Jesus.
That's crazy. No, that's crazy, bro. Listen, if you get it done, it's another team getting their business done, man.
That's
you know
it,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah, we got to give you credit for that. We'll give you a lot of credit for getting it done too. It's a lot of credit.
Casey, Troops, these men are losing interest by the day.
Yeah, like, Casey's bait.
These men are losing interest by the day, man. And apparently, just breaking news: Liverpool are expected to make a significant offer for Crystal Palace for Mark Guehi.
Yeah, that's you, man. So you're making that bid. So lock in it. But maybe
wait, why is that great? Why did man try to turn that into a grab? If I'm losing another centre back, I've got to get another.
Yeah. And you're getting Mark Guehi. Big up. But anyway, yeah.
Oh, is that dead?
Well, you let me know, Montel.
I just asked you, is that dead?
Brother, you don't need to ask me. You already know my stance. I just think it's Av. It's Av, innit?
Yeah, bro. For me, it's just like I think if he's my third choice centre back.
The problem is,
I think because Gomez will be relegated to my fourth choice.
Yeah, wait. How would he be third? Who's first and second?
Konate and Van Dijk.
Oh, we're still going with. Sorry, we're still doing the Ibu and. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was under the impression Konate was being replaced. I didn't know Guehi was going to sit on the bench for Liverpool when the World Cup's coming up. I didn't know that personally.
But you never know. That's the thing. How about this? But again, Casey, when it comes to you said big bidding, right?
Yeah, I understand. Big bid is big business. You understand?
It's what I'm saying.
Konate's going Madrid, isn't it?
I'm just saying, if you are putting in a big bid,
free,
I'm sure, and Konate hasn't signed a contract yet. There's what I'm leaning more towards. Konate might just say, "I'm baked." You know, big man. If you want to take my spot, take it. I'm tired.
I'm going into.
Konate's planted the seeds. Trent was first to go. Then if Konate's the second, I'm looking at Liverpool sideways. I'm looking at you sideways.
Well, Corey, and you can look at me sideways.
Yeah, Corey,
I'm going into the season. If I do go and get Konate,
that's crazy.
If I do go and get Mark Guehi, then I go into the season with 3 good centre backs. That's still Gomez is still
very good. I don't think it's good. I think they're very good.
There you go. And my thing is that Corey, we're not going to speak about Konate going to Madrid when Saliba could be going to Madrid either. It just depends which one.
No, they're saying that Saliba signed the new Dilio.
I swear. Well, I heard Madrid want to make Konate and Saliba their top 2. They're the 2. That's what they want to partner. That's like their dream. That's their dream. Konate and
Saliba. One of them's tied to a contract and one's ends in a year.
Yeah. You think contracts stop players from going to clubs?
Yes, true.
To Madrid.
You think contracts stop playing going to clubs?
Montel, he can if
We've seen
whatever
players
happens
sign a
after
contract
he
and go the
doesn't sign
next
a
year.
contract and he leaves on a free. Fair
How
enough.
many years does Saliba have?
I'll be fuming.
Saliba got like
I
two
think two.
years left.
I think he has two.
He's called 2 years from the start of this season. So next one, and
So
then
he's
we'll
only
be
got an
in.
extra year over Kanai. So again, like, and that's not me saying Saliba will go on a free. I said, if
Konate
Saliba signs a
is
contract, bro, how about this?
January. We're chatting.
Suarez signed a contract. Like, these brothers sign contracts so they can get their team P's. They get their team. Like,
well, not everyone does that. Not everyone does that.
Like, to be honest, with what I think that's going to happen with ISAK is going to be that he gets a contract with a release clause, and then Liverpool.
Bro, look at Cunha. Cunha signed the contract 6 months ago.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Cunha
signed the contract 6 months ago.
Cunha signed the contract 6 months ago.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
He's a United. Now he's holding up the United shirt.
I just think
It was my dream to play here. It was always my dream to play here.
No, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, with players like Cunha and that, these man always were gonna leave, and they probably said, you know what, sign this contract. We're not gonna. If anyone comes in with the right price, you're gone in it. Just as long as we can get our P's, you're good.
But Casey,
with Saliba,
when have you ever been that club to retain the best of the best?
Yeah, Corey. Of
You've
course
never
I
been
am.
that club.
Anyway, Corey. Yeah.
All right.
What I was saying is,
Doesn't have that conversation. Doesn't have that conversation.
Because
tell me I'm lying.
If Saliba signs a contract, Corey, Real Madrid are gonna have to pay excess of 100 M. Therefore, bro, that's Montel, you're buying from
100 M's now. Saliba will cost 100 M's now.
Montel, these players have come from the likes of Wolves and Crystal Palace, bro. They 100 or 80 or all of them mad.
Brother, I'll tell you right now,
used to that.
Saliba would cost 100 M's today.
Yes, Montel, 100 M's.
So if he signs another contract,
and Real Madrid ain't paying that. Real Madrid ain't paying that.
What?
So that's what I'm saying.
120 up for Mbappe,
bro. Yeah, that's it. What are we doing here?
Is he not the Mbappe of centre backs?
Listen, that's what I think. Do you think that?
Saliba, there we go. He's the best young centre back, no?
I think Mbappe is centre back. That's me. That's what they don't act like you've been on that bandwagon, Montel. Calling me Mbappe. Yeah,
that's what they call him.
Yeah.
That's no better than VVQ.
Yeah,
that's what they call it. That's what the Mbappe. Do you know what I'm talking? World Cup, slapping it, bottom bins, World Cup.
Bro, you see them. You see that Saliba. I know you see Saliba slap it once.
Yeah, you know when the Mbappe goes to hit it far post, he hits it near post.
I'm sorry. What's Saliba done to be named the Mbappe as centre backs? What's he done?
Oh, just be the best centre back in the league. No biggie.
That's it.
No biggie.
Now he's the Mbappe of centre backs
for 1 year.
Yeah, no biggie.
Right, it was only for 1 year.
You let me know.
Oh, he's not.
Wait, because wait. Was he the best centre back?
He's not even the best centre back in his team.
Not last season. He weren't. Oh, shit. But the season before that, he was.
Okay. So does
it change back in the league? Until do you disagree?
Does it not make him? Does it make him not
he was the best centre back? No, he was the best centre back in the league when he landed.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago.
The first season when you got injured and Holding had to come in, and then you fell off.
The one where we should have won the league.
Yeah. He was the best centre back that year. Not 2 seasons ago. So he was the best centre back for one.
He wasn't the best centre back this season. No. It wasn't the best centre back last season. The season before that.
Yeah, but we're saying 3 seasons ago he was the best centre back.
Yeah, but for 1 year is what we're talking about here.
So wait, he's had one.
No. 2 years we're talking about. So not the season just gone, not the one before that, but the one before that.
Yeah. All right, cool. So wait, so let me get this straight.
Marcus saying he weren't better than Stones, right?
Oh god. How many games did Stone play? 3.
It's questionable. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, yeah.
I swear Stones won the treble that year though.
I think Stones did win the treble that year.
But going on. Man. Carry on.
It's crazy, Casey, because at the end of the day,
Stones played 23 games that season. The most he's played in last 5 years.
23.
So that's barely half. Deep hit.
Let me see how many games Saliba played that year.
Hard.
Let me see how many games Saliba played that year. I just want to check.
Wait, was that 23 in all comps?
No. He played 23 games in the league.
wait.
I mean, Saliba played 27. Saliba played 27.
And he got injured. Yeah,
So did Stones.
No, but Montel, when isn't Stones injured? That's my point. When isn't?
No. But I'm just saying the season where we're saying he was the best centre back. Stones played
So he played less. So he played 5 less games. Yeah, or 4 less games. Sorry, 4 less games. Right, and on top of that, Montel, that's his most appearances in a season for how long? 5 years.
That doesn't mean he's not the best for that season, though. That's the point that we're trying to make.
You could. How the hell are we given? He had. Okay.
Based off of how many? If they both play the same amount of games, how do you not at least give Stones a shout for that? Like you have to, because he was one of the best center backs in the world at that point.
I don't have to do nothing, bro. You see,
I don't know.
1 second.
Even like this.
What am I doing?
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, this isn't even the conversation we're trying to have here, bro.
Wait, how many appearances? 23.
Huh?
So man played literally 60% of the games. 60%, Montel.
And Saliba played 62% of the games.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying Stones played 60%, and man have to cheat to tell me about him being the best.
But you said Saliba was the best, and you played.
But Saliba was the best, and Saliba still. Montel, comparing Saliba to Stones is cheeky already, isn't it? The fact that I'm even entertaining this is very cheeky.
I think Stones is a bad boy centre back. You know
no, he's
what?
not. Stones is a good centre back. He's not a bad boy centre back.
He's a bad boy centre back. Man went CDM in the Champions League final.
Yeah, that's okay. He's versatile. Big him up for his versatility. That's probably elite. But let's not act like he's some elite centre back, bro.
He is.
Please.
Bro, Stones was a very good centre back.
He was elite that season.
So just so I can.
Wait, do you remember Stones to Diaz? Remember Stones to Diaz? Remember Stones to Diaz?
Wait, was it that season?
He was cracked that year, you know.
Wait, was it that season?
It was that. Yes, that season. Stones to Diaz.
Man had more GA than most man.
Hey, it was that.
Man was moving crazy with it.
He was moving nuts that year, bro. He moved nuts that year. Give it to him, Stone. Moving nuts. Stone. Bro, I hear what you're saying though, Casey, and the fact that like his availability is just not good enough, innit? I hear that side of it still.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't also put Stones in the league. I wouldn't say Stones elite though. But I'd say like he's not far off that. Like I don't think he's miles off that. Not now, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? You don't play Ricky. Bro, Man City won the league 4 years in a row, 3-peat and treble, and Stones was a big part of that. You can't say man weren't. You can't. Yeah, you can't. You just can't, bro.
I'm not knocking what
Saliba was better. Is that this? So Saliba was better though.
Like, Corey, it's about individuals, G. It's not about team accolades. You're telling me what a man done for a team, but he played 60% of the game.
Would you have favored Diaz in that time over Stones? Would you have put Diaz in more conversation against
Saliba? Yes, Diaz was better than Stones. But, you know, because Stones does a nice pass and a nice this and drives with the ball a little bit, everyone's like, Stones is this elite ball-playing centre-back, bro. He's like the best thing since sliced bread, bro. Just because everyone was scared to run with the ball as centre-backs. He decided to run 10 yards and, oh, my God. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
That's fine. What I'm saying, that's fine. We'll move away from that. But generally speaking, we'll see how much it'll probably be 50 million or some shit for Mark Guehi. He's in the last year of his contract, and you got a sell-on clause, Joey, right? You got a sell-on clause.
Yes, we have a sell-on clause.
Fairs. So you man are going to be getting some bread out of that. Fairs. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. The Mark Guehi one, I mean, I ain't mad at it. Like, it's not going to make me bring out the shades in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, ISAK will make me bring out the shades in it. I ain't bringing out the shades for Mark Guehi, but I'm not going to be like, this stinks.
I'll go buy some grills. If we sign ISAK, I'm going to become one of them rappers.
What you say this one?
Yeah, big stack.
The money.
I'll go withdraw some bread. Yeah. We'll put something like this. Maybe about this size. And I'll become a rapper, bro, for a day.
This will become a rapper, fam. Yeah,
My name will be called Izzy Wizzy. Izzy Wizzy, bro.
I'll be on streams, and I said I'll just put on the maddest American accent, bro, and I'll just be with the shades, and I'll be moving like I'm in an interview, and be like, yeah, man, he's straight. You know what I'm saying? He's a stand-up dude. But yeah, next question, please. Next question. Was it? You know, Joey. You know what that was like? Next question, please. Man is smoking. Man is just smoking. You didn't be like. Yeah, y'all know what the fuck going on. You know how many men have gone to the Breakfast Club talking like that? You can't even understand what they're saying.
These are there. Yeah.
I hate you, man. Yeah, I hate you.
They're just mumbling for the whole interview.
That's like 60% of the people they bring on the breakfast.
Bro, go listen to Gunner. Go listen to a Gunner interview. Go listen to Gunner. Go do an interview. I'm telling you, like
Gunner, Westside Gun, all these dudes,
bro. They have shades. You have the shades on. They got a blunt in their hand, and they're just mumbling for the whole thing.
They're like type shit.
Huh?
Type shit.
Yeah, type shit. Like, and I'm here. 4-word answer, max.
These guys kill me. Type shit.
Unless you ask them something that they didn't want to be asked prior to the interview, and then now man are standing up, do it. Man, you get it, man. Squabble.
Yeah, man, aggressive.
Hey, listen, Joey, I'm flying over to the US, man. You lot are too funny, fam. I'm flying over to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joey, I'm coming to visit you, bro. I'm coming to visit, bro.
But I got a room for you, my G.
Come on, man. Listen, BSB US edition. IRL thing. Shout out CB, IRL thing. You know what I'm saying? Managers in the, yeah.
I'm so glad that whole thing happened with him, bro. Like, he fucking in front of Fofana on all these dudes, then goes on Twitter gloating about it, and then Fofana's like,
what? Really? Checked him. Fofana was like, what?
Wait, really?
But Fofana, shout out CB though, man, with the IRL.
Yeah,
wait, Joey, are you in New York? Is it New York you're in?
No, I'm not in New York.
Where are you? Where are you?
I'm in Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
Yeah.
I had that bad.
I moved to New York. I lived in New York.
They say type shit there.
Type shit.
They say type shit.
Nah, you know, I bought a fucking motorcycle, bro. I didn't. It would have been irresponsible for me to go to New York this weekend.
How long would like a flight to New York take?
4 hours.
How long would a drive take to New York?
A whole day. 24.
Bro, the drives are a joke thing, bro.
Type shit.
Exactly.
This is
AJSJ 7.
To drive from the top of England to the bottom of the UK ain't even that. Like, that's how small we are compared to, like, there are states just 10 times bigger than the UK.
Bro. People don't get it.
This one, Florida.
Nah,
Florida State.
They don't get it, bro. Like that whole Atlanta shit, like our game in Atlanta, right? You don't understand. There's nothing close to Atlanta. Like, people don't get it. There's nothing close. It's Atlanta, and it's just by itself, bro. Anything that's close to Atlanta is 5-6 hours away to drive.
It's that big.
There's no train to Atlanta. Like, the train's gonna take you 10 hours to get from where you want to go to Atlanta. It's not this easy transit to Atlanta. You got to either fly or you drive, and the drive is fucking far as fuck.
I seen Hills of Eyes. I ain't driving nowhere.
No. But I'm just talking about how these games are going, right? I'm just talking about how these games are going, right? Like all the games in Philadelphia or New York, the train system in between Washington D.C. and Philadelphia and New York, they're all connected within an hour or two. So you can take a train from Philadelphia to D.C. for within 2 hours. A train from D.C. from Philadelphia to New York within 2.5 hours. And like, that's reasonable for people to go to a game, right? That's why the Philly games and the New York games will be all filled, and everywhere else will be what you saw in the Chelsea game.
Do you know what it is, Joey? I just watch too many horror movies to be like going like a caravan and that, and just heading over through one state to the next. And I'll just be taking a flight.
Road again.
I'll just be taking.
I fly all the time, man.
I can't wait to get on.
Are the flights quite affordable though? Like, so if you went from like Arizona to New York,
nowadays it's pretty bad.
Cool. Arizona to New York. How much are you paying for a flight? How much?
$450.
What?
Mm-hmm. And you want to know something, Mons? The other day I found out it's only $600 for me to fly to London from Phoenix. So your boy's coming.
So it's not.
Your boy's coming.
So it's 600 to come to London from where you are, but it's 450 to go to New York.
Ain't that shit crazy?
I only died just then, fam. Can't lie.
Mm-hmm. Bro, it's not cheap. I mean, I make good money, so like it's a little bit different for me. Like I can just fly when I want to fly, but like it's not cheap. Nah, that shit ain't cheap. That's a long flight, bro. That's a long flight. 4.5 hours. It's across the country, bro.
Listen, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need a few more subscribers for me to be doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe.
Me too. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need some more subscribers. I'm gonna need some more subscribers.
No, but that's. I'm only saying this. I'm trying to make people understand. I'm trying to make people understand. Like, I'm trying to make people understand how big the U.S. is. Like, how travel for these games is not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's just not easy. It's you gotta literally plan it as like a vacation, literally.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I mean, but that's listen, we're gonna end it there. Listen, we'll have this chat. Hey, listen, let us know in the chat where you guys are based, innit? Let me know in the chat where you guys are based.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe. Oh yeah, and by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, at 10:45 / like 10:50, I'm gonna be on Warzone with Dre on Twitch. So you say Dre, like, you know, the guys I do TikTok with. I'm gonna be on Warzone on Twitch.
I said Dre.
Yeah, man, like as in like, like who the fuck is Dre? Nigga, like, no, I'm
certified from Brooklyn. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's actually dope.
PA, Los Angeles, East London, UK, Houston, big up. 0121. She's LA.
You got some Texas.
New one, London, yeah, Boston. I hear it.
I listen.
New York, Dallas.
You see your Texas.
Why the baddies in Dallas? The what? The baddies in Dallas. Like, let me know.
No, I'm on top.
All of Texas, by the way. It's not just Dallas. All of Texas, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm hearing Texas go to that. Yeah, Texas where the baddies are crazy.
Nah, Texas. Correct me if I'm wrong. My Texas people out there. Brisket is the brisket and the smoked barbecue known in Texas. It's known in Texas, isn't it? Is Texas known for the barbecue?
All barbecue. Texas and barbecue, and Texas and Kansas. I mean, barbecue in Kansas City. Those are the two spots.
All right, cool.
Kansas City and
Texas. Listen, I need me a beef brisket. Yeah, when we come over to America, the Texas man got to sort that out. Yeah, beef brisket. I've been seeing it all over the internet. You know your 10 grand.
You got mad people from the US on here, bro. Mad fucking people.
Yeah, see, look, beef barbecue in Texas. When is that? Every
day. Every day, bro.
I need to
go to the right restaurant, bro. You can get yourself.
I feel like the thing is,
make sure you're ready to eat with your hands, though. They make fun of you. You're not eating with your hands, so you better go there.
Listen, that's the only way to eat the brisket.
Look, KK, look at this. Man said that them Alexis from Texas is different.
Yep.
Oh my god! If you know, you know.
You know. Hey, listen. I say it from now. I feel like if I went to the US, I wouldn't come back. That's why I haven't been. I genuinely feel like if I go, I wouldn't come back. I just wouldn't come back.
Right.
They'd have to deport me. They'd have to deport me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if what's going on, I probably would. But I'm just like, they'd have to deport me.
No, we get you a job, then you just don't leave. That's what happens.
I was at Army. You get a job and they sort out your visa for you, yeah?
I mean, you eventually sort out your visa as long as you can find a job.
Yeah, if you start.
I mean,
if
you can find a job, then you can get. Then the visa gets sorted out a lot easier.
This is my job. Like, I don't know. Like, this is my job.
It's a bit of a
You
grey
need to pay
area.
It's a
taxes.
bit of a grey area. Then it's
It's
in
a
my.
bit of a grey area.
I mean, you need to pay taxes out there, though. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
That's
saying? Wait,
kinda
man, man said just don't come to the south. It's hella racist out here. What? Listen, all I'm saying is like,
it's
if
just
I
where
find
you
me
are.
a US honey, and like I just, you know what it is, I just be seeing videos in the events. So I see the nightlife. I'm just like, yo, why does everywhere look like Manchester? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why does everywhere just look like Manchester? Like, it's mad. You know what I'm saying? But at least Cal knows. He knows my celebrity crush, in it. Man knows. I'll just meet Mariah the Scientist and never come back. You just never come back. No, I'll never come back.
I don't
It
kill
is what it is. I'll just meet Lato and never come back, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, you lot. There's enough subscribers, enough people in the chat to help me out if I was to go to the US. You know what I'm saying? BSB IRL edition. You know what I'm saying? Meet and greet. You know what's fucking with meet and greet? Listen, if we can get this, yeah, listen, enough super chats and we'll get a meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? We'll get a meet and greet together. You know what I'm saying? We'll get a meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You lot listen though, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 7:30, same time. And I'll see. I've dropped as I said, I'm gonna be live on Twitch. So that link's not up now, but I'll put the link in the Discord. I'll put the link in the Discord, innit? So if you're not in the Discord and you want to see man play Warzone and that and crash out, Warzone, I mean Stress Zone. I mean Stress Zone. Because Stress Zone is stressful. Casey, you should be jumping to Warzone, by the way. I don't know why you're not on Warzone. You should be in Warzone, bro. But yeah, if you don't want to come and play Stress Zone, with the man them, well, come and watch us play Warzone and that. Then yeah, 10:45. And obviously, I've got a video out as well. So go and watch my ISAK video with a couple of ISAK updates where we speak publicly. And yeah, man, listen, so you lot will see you in the next one.
Yeah, and I'll be live with Link at what, midnight? 11:15?
Yeah, there you go. There you go, people. So there's plenty of stuff to be watching there. And as I said, there's the content video there as well. So you guys will, there you go. It's all there. You guys can see the links there that we provided. And we, I don't know why it's not letting us go on the live chat. So you can see there's another link there. That is the ISAK video. So you lot go look at that, go smash the like button, get to 1K likes. All right, you lot, we'll see you soon. And go subscribe to Joey. It says video, but it means video. All right, love people. We'll see you in the next one.